Good Tuesday morning, everyone. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. Today is April the 26th, 2022. It is 5:08 a.m. So, true story. Yesterday morning, I did this video and I turned off my recorder, and then my computer ate the video, lost the video, turned off. I looked everywhere for it. There was the video file, but there was nothing in it. Nothing. So it was an hour and 20 minutes, I think, that recorded, but my phone or my laptop decided it was not having it. So here I am again, Tuesday morning, to read this again. And hopefully this time my laptop loves me just a little bit more than yesterday. Or perhaps today it's in the cards. Haha. Or perhaps the universe will align with me today and allow this to happen for all of you. So, this is your pick a card, pick a deck, pick a figurine reading 3 months in advance. So this will be May, June, July. Deck pile 1 is the Birdcage. Deck pile 2 is the Scarab Bettle. Deck pile 3 is the skull, the tiger eye skull. Yesterday, I picked the Scarab Bettle before I knew what anything was. Now that I'm doing the video again, I know what everything is. And it was, yes, pretty close to home. So, let's try this again. So hold on one second. I'll be right back. Thank you for turning up and tuning in, for liking, subscribing, commenting, hitting the notification button, and sharing. Everything that you do here helps this channel grow and is greatly appreciated. Thank you so very much. So let's get on with the reading. I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, darlings. This is your 3 months in advance reading. If you've chosen the Birdcage, this is a brass birdcage that was given to me. Where I live, there's a community building, and they were doing this Halloween thing. And I saw this little birdcage sitting on the table, and they were looking for decorations. They were doing a Halloween panic room, and this didn't fit the decor. So the young man bought it at a secondhand store. It was grouped with a whole lot of different, jewelry and stuff like that, odds and ends, knickknacks, whatever. And so I was like, I'm all over that. Can I have it? He goes, yeah, take it. I'm like, oh, thank you. So Birdcage, I loved it. And it reminds me a lot of, freedom and wanting to get out of, kind of get out of the box and be expressive. So let's see what we're starting off with. The energy oracle. Now, I didn't change up decks. I didn't change things up. I went with the exact same cards as yesterday. So this is going to be the exact same reading. I didn't shuffle anything back in. I didn't change things. So we're just going to go with it. So we have the Broken Heart card, the Happy Family, and Daughter Spirit. So immediately off the bat yesterday too, and today, this kind of gives the vibes of something happening outside of a family dynamic to cause you great pain or great heartbreak or heartache. So the ending of a relationship, the ending of a job in the next 3 months. And sometimes when we're in those situations and we're pretty down on ourselves and we are coming from a place of uncertainty, and feeling like we have no one to turn to, you're being guided to turn to those closer or close to you: spirit, family, source, your higher self, internally, God. I know it's very difficult to see the upside of the downside of a breakup. I know it's pretty difficult to see, the upside to the downside of losing a job or This could also be having issues with the family and your connection to source as well. And this could also, you feeling very heartbroken and very, very alone, very uncertain with how things are at the moment with your family and with your connection to spirit, your connection to source, your connection to God. But whatever the case may be, you always have someone to turn to. I felt very strongly yesterday when I gave those two scenarios that this is an outside situation that may be a little bit devastating and heartbreaking to you. So again, um, a breakup, the loss of a job, the loss of a friendship, the loss of a partnership, the loss of someone, a physical death, whatever the case is for you in the next 3 months, know that you have your family, your friends, spirit, source to rely on, and don't ever feel like you have to handle this all yourself. Don't ever feel like you have to handle this all yourself. So the first tarot card you received is the 8 of Pentacles. So you're still working forward regardless of this devastating loss, of this heartbreak. You're still working forward. You're still making the decisions to do so. And you are making decisions that are impactful to your life, be it the decision to move away, be it the decision to move on, be it the decision to continue working on your own or with a group of like-minded people. You are making the decisions that you have to make in the next 3 months to take care of you. You're not going down that rabbit hole of poor me. You're not going down that rabbit hole of uncertainty. You're not going down that rabbit hole of, I'm not going to let this beat me. I'm not going to be a victim to the situation. You are working. You are working for your future. You're continuing to do what you have to do in the next 3 months. That's best for you and your family, your connection to source, spirit, God, higher self, and you're making those decisions. You're not going to let this keep you back. You're not going to let it keep you down. Then we have the 7 of Wands. So you're making decisions for yourself that you now feel that you constantly have to defend to others. And you must know, of course, that the decisions that you make for your life are the decisions that you make for your life. And no one else has anything to do with that. They may want to hear why. They may question your decision-making process. They may question your path. They may question what you're working towards. They may question why you feel the way you feel about the loss or the breakup or the loss or the breakup of a situation, because they felt, quote unquote, that it wasn't what was best for you at the time. But regardless of all of that, the only person who knows how you're feeling genuinely and authentically is yourself. So there is never a need to defend the decisions that you make to anyone. Now, I know that we want people to be proud of us. I know that we want people to understand the decisions that we're making by what we're going through. I'm getting hot at the moment. I understand that we want people to be proud of us. I understand that we want people to acknowledge our decisions and our hard work. But in the end, what are you willing to go through? I mean, what are you willing to go through so they do acknowledge you and do acknowledge your hard work and do acknowledge your pain and do acknowledge your decisions, right? This has nothing to do with anybody but you. So don't feel like you have to constantly defend your actions, defend what you say, defend what you do, defend your path, defend why you're continuing to work and not sitting in a corner somewhere feeling very downtrodden because you lost a job or you lost a relationship. You went through the grieving process. You turned toward family and friends and spirit or source or God, and then you're making decisions that you have to move on. You can't stay down that rabbit hole. It's not good. It's not good. So then we have the high priestess. So I like that with the door to spirit. So your connection to source and spirit is right as it should be. You are seeing through what you have to see through to get to the reality of the situation. And I think that's why you are so focused on moving forward and working toward the future and making the decisions that you need to make. I think that your connection to source in the next 3 months is at a very heightened state. And I think that you're using that connection to source, spirit, God, to get you through this time of being heartbroken or being devastated by the loss, in whatever form that comes in for you in the next 3 months. And I think you turn very heavily to spirit for those answers. And I think that's why you don't have a problem with continuing to work through this process. And I don't think that's why you have a problem with making the decisions that you need to make. And as far as defending your decisions, I think that is very human of us to want other people's okay, other people's what's the word I'm looking for, spirit? Other people's acknowledgement that what you're doing is what you're supposed to be doing, right? And but I think in this case it goes deeper than that. I think that you've always had people question your path, your decisions, your what you do and how you do it. And I think in this case, in the next 3 months, there is just this look. I'm making the decisions I have to make for me. This is a very difficult time for me. And if I don't continue to work forward and if I don't continue to work on the decisions that I have to make for myself, then I'll go down that rabbit hole of depression or anxiety or anger. And I don't want to do that, or depression. I don't want to do that. So I'm connecting to source on a more higher dimensional vibrational level, and that is helping me through this time. And from that, it's like your cup overfloweth. You come into a time of peace. You come into a time of abundance and of growth. You start recognizing and realizing who you truly are and what you truly have to offer the world. And there's a lot here to balance. There's a lot to balance when you're trying to balance heartbreak and then moving forward and making the decisions and defending yourself and connecting to that higher version of you to be able to get through it all. So what I think needs to be done is I think there needs to be a time for you to step back and make sure that you are acknowledging first and foremost what is important in your life. And then the next step is releasing and letting go of things that don't fit that quota of what's the most important. So we have all of these things that we desire to do in a day or a week or a month. We make plans, we make lists, and sometimes those get overlooked by things that we feel that are important, but in reality, we're just magnifying those things because we're putting so much of our attention on it. And they don't really have to be done at this moment, at this time. They could be set to the side while other more important things are taken care of. So in the next 3 months, I see you going through a very traumatic time, turning to friends and family, source and spirit, continuing to work and making plans that you need to make for your future self. I think that you come to a point where you say, I don't have to defend myself against anyone. I come from a higher place than that, a higher spiritual place than that. And I think you find your voice and you say what you have to say. And then when you step into that higher vibrational or higher dimensional connection to source and spirit, then you allow that peace and tranquility and love and abundance and growth to come in. And that's a lot to handle. That's a lot to deal with. So um, you're going to have to come in and what's the word, spirit? Prioritize what's most important in your life, and then those things that need to be put on the back burner, put on the back burner. And if they are a part of your vibrational universal vault coming to you, that, Abraham Hicks says that we have this universal vault. I call it an inheritance. And when we are vibrating, when our heart and our head, and our connection to source and spirit, and when all of that is aligned, beautiful, wonderful things happen, right? And how that is aligned is that we look at the things that we have in our life right here, right now, at this moment, and we are happy about them, and we are ecstatic about them. And if they are going great, then all the better. And if they're going good, that's great. And if they're at a standstill, then we work in correlation with spirit as co-creators to make these things happen. But there has to be the prioritization of what is important at this moment, and then moving forward with that. So I see in the next 3 months you opening up, you spreading your wings, coming into a time of success and growth, and the third eye chakra. Now, I found this very amusing yesterday, so I want to put it in the way it goes. So 2, 4, 6, 8. So with that, I also want to say structure, right? So you're spreading your wings, you're opening up to what spirit has to show you, to that connection to source. You're spreading your wings and you're opening up to success and growth. You're not allowing this traumatic, heartbreaking time to keep you down, to hold you back, to put you down that rabbit hole of feeling sorry for yourself or putting you in a victimhood mentality. You're right where you should be. You're working towards your future. You're making decisions that's important. You're opening up to that connection to source and spirit. You are, and I like that the tree is coming up through the back of him in this picture. It's so visual, the back of him. So it's like up the chakra, the base chakra, all the way up the spine, throughout the head. So this isn't only physical growth and success, meaning a job, prosperity and abundance. This is also spiritual growth and success, your connection to source, and you're opening that door just a little bit more to see what else your connection to spirit has for you. We also have the card of freedom. And I loved this because we had our little bird cage. So you're now feeling a lot more free to be open, to spread your wings, to succeed and to grow, to connect with source and spirit, to make the decisions that you need to make for your growth at this time in the next 3 months. You're finding inspiration in that connection. I think that when you start lifting the veil and start seeing your life through what I call spirit eyes, which are not your human eyes, but the eyes that allow you clearly um, to see yourself as a spirit having this human existence and being able to connect on a higher level with your angels and your guides, and perhaps maybe those on the other side, right? And there also may be travel. Now, this could be dream travel because she looks very whimsical there. This could be physical travel. Maybe you just taking a little break or a little vacation to kind of get your priorities in order. It's weird how in this picture, she looks like she's pregnant. And I'm not sure if it's just the way her back aligns like that. They kind of accentuated that arch a little bit. or if she is in fact, um, or if she is in fact pregnant. But whatever the case, we have this beautiful light of inspiration in both of these cards, and she has this staff, which is also, I think, balancing her in this boat, on this time, on this journey, of realizing who she is, and she's going toward her dreams and her passion. Um, And she has this beautiful aura about her as well. And there's a little bit of a reflection of the front of the boat. So I have this as above, so below feeling going on with this card. But there is inspiration here. There is inspiration to be free. There is inspiration to find peace and passion. There is inspiration to follow your heart and follow your inspiration and follow that passion that being free allows you to spread your wings and to open up and to connect and to grow and to succeed. So this is you in the next 3 months. You're expanding, right? And I think you are expanding. I thought this card was very visual yesterday. It's like someone coming through the Earth's atmosphere, right? And allowing it to happen and not feeling fear or uncertainty. Just I mean, arms open, head back, smiling, very open to what comes. So expanding your thought process, expanding who you think you are, stretching the imagination. That's what I want to say. Creative cocooning. And I love the little, okay, so the bird nest here, the little bird nest, the little bird, the bird house, and there's also a dragonfly in here, and it looks like the dragonfly is bringing her that key to freedom in this picture. So I think there may be, again, with the High Priestess card and the Door to Spirit, I think there may be a lot of spiritual help for you in the next 3 months, allowing you to be open, allowing you to get creative, finding the freedom to give yourself give yourself a place to create peace and healing and calmness and creativity. And then we have the inner well-being, or wellspring, I'm sorry, overflowing with abundance, overflowing with prosperity, overflowing with inspiration, overflowing with the freedom to spread your wings and to open up and to succeed and to grow and expand and stretch your imagination and really get to living life and prioritizing your responsibilities and making decisions that you need to make and not defending yourself against those that don't matter, and turning toward your family and friends and turning toward your work and working toward the future. So if you've chosen pile number 1, deck number 1, the Birdcage, this is your reading. I think it's lovely. I think that instead of going down that rabbit hole of uncertainty or that rabbit hole of depression or anxiety or feeling as a victim to the situation, you've taken responsibility and you've turned toward family and friends and spirit, and you've made the decision to kind of go for your dreams regardless of whatever this situation is, be it a lost relationship or a lost job or something in that nature. So thank you so very much for allowing me to do this reading for you today. This is your next 3 months, May, June, July. So let me know what you think. Take care. Know that you're divinely guided and loved. Know love, be love. And until next time, take care of you. Bye. Hello, my darlings. This is Mary Elizabeth with your Deck 2, Pile 2 Scarab Beetle. I have a tattoo of a Scarab Beetle on my arm. I am very, I think maybe perhaps in a past life, very connected to Egypt and Egyptianology and everything that is Egypt. On my bucket list, it is to go to Alexandria. I kind of feel I have a very close connection to that place, perhaps maybe in a past life. So I chose the Scarab Beetle. So let's see what your next 3 months is all about. We are going to get the Energy Oracle. We have the Angel of Love, the Walking Away, the Healing of the Ages, and bringing it all into balance with the Yin and Yang card. So I really felt, so let's start with the Walking Away card. So the Walking Away card really talks about removing yourself from a situation that no longer resonates with you, that no longer is conducive to different areas and aspects of your life. And this different area and aspect of your life that the relationship is no longer conducive to is your healing, is your love for yourself. Now, when you got into the situation or relationship, whatever the case may be, you found yourself maybe feeling really good about yourself and starting to heal and learning to love yourself again and bringing that all into balance. And then over time, things got very complacent and things got very stagnant. And then when things get complacent and stagnant and there is nothing to challenge us or want us to move forward or with our healing process and with our loving ourselves and allowing others to love us process, then we get kind of lax with the healing. We get kind of lax with allowing others in to love us. We get kind of lax with loving ourselves. So the Walking Away card is kind of guiding you to cut, see those scissors there? To cut the cords of everything in your life at this moment or in the next 3 months that no longer serves its purpose. Cut those relationships that have put you in a position of no longer desiring to go forward with your healing or with allowing you to love yourself and allowing others to love you. Cut those relationships or situations that have you complacent and stuck and stagnant to where you're not moving beyond, you're not challenging yourself, you're not moving beyond, you're not bringing things into balance. I mean, sometimes we need to be challenged. Sometimes we need people to say, or we need that that wake up, this is what you need to be doing. It's nothing is going to happen on its own. You have to initiate this. You have to, if you want to heal from the past or heal from traumatic childhoods or past life events or whatever, you have to continue to initiate that healing. You have to start that process. You have to be involved in that process. If you want to learn to love yourself again and to allow others to love you, you have to be involved in this process. You have to work in conjunction with the universe, with spirit, with source, with God, whomever. You have to bring balance here. This can't be all spirit and source and God saying, look, I'm here to help you. We're here to work in conjunction with you on this healing process. But where are you? You're sitting on the couch binge watching some show on the Discovery Channel or on Paramount Channel or on HBO or whatever, and you're not taking responsibility for your own healing because you've become too complacent, too stagnant in this situation that you are in. So in the next 3 months, you're going to get a wake-up call. And that wake-up call is going to be, hey, it is your responsibility to continue to work on your healing. It is your responsibility to continue to work on self-love. It is your responsibility to continue to bring balance into your life. You sitting there watching TV, eating chips and drinking sodas or whatever it is that you're doing, scrolling on your phone, isn't conducive to any of that. If anything, it just puts you down a bigger rabbit hole of being more attached to these worldly things that truly don't matter. So you're going to be guided in the next 3 months to walk away from all of this nonsense and to bring balance back into your life. We have I'm going to go with the spellcaster cards. We have strength, we have friendship, and we have career. So by walking away from what this relationship is that is causing you to become complacent and stagnant, you're going to need to really dig deep. You're going to really need to connect with like-minded people, those who can support you. And this also has the probability of opening up doors for you if you allow it, right? So with the strength card, there is the butterfly, and the butterfly resonates with transformation. And we have the full moon behind her. So, and we also have this ivy growing up her arm. So from the strength also comes growth. And from that growth is transformation. Oh, I didn't realize that she's also holding a tiger. Can I look at this card for a minute? I've never noticed that before. It looks like there's a kitten, and the kitten transforms into this little tigress or this little lioness. How cool is that? Never noticed it. So that's in the traditional tarot, that's the strength as well. I think we have the lion and the woman, but she's pulling open his jaws. But anyway, I digress. So we have the full moon behind her, listening to your intuition, paying attention to your dreams, following through this transformation, a transformation of what was to what should be, and a transformation of growth, a transformation of finding like-minded people, being so connected to self that you transmute this energy to where people are drawn to you, right? Opportunities are drawn to you. When you get out of this stagnant environment and really start working on self, and I want to throw this card out here, when you really start confronting self and that dark side of self, that stagnant side of self, that part of self that isn't at the moment taking responsibility for your growth and your growth, your healing, your self-love, right? So it's confronting that and realizing and understanding that in order to move forward, this cutting of the cord has to be done. This healing has to be done. This learning to love thyself has to be done. This connection to source and spirit to help you through this bringing of balance to your life, and the cutting of old cords has to be done. There has to be a time that you say, this is it, I'm done with it, and mean it. It's not going back to unhealthy relationships. It's not going back to unhealthy situations. It's not going back to unhealthy habits. It's finding the strength to confront all of that and get out of your own damn way. Start and continue. I don't believe that healing is ever done. We are never done healing. There will always be things in our lives that we will find ourselves in situations or relationships that somehow put us in a position of needing to heal from them and finding that self-love again. So it's a continuous process, right? I'm 50, just turned 50 in December. I am still healing from childhood trauma. I am still learning to love myself, which I've never known how to do. I am still healing from past relationship abuse and trauma. I am still learning to love myself from that, which again, I've never learned to do. I am still healing from past life trauma. So, I mean, everything from being burned alive to being in abusive relationships in this lifetime, from physical to sexual to emotional to psychological abuse at the hands of many people through my life. So, and sometimes I get complacent, and sometimes I get stagnant with that healing and with that self-love, and sometimes I lose the strength that I have acquired. And I don't want to confront that dark side of myself. No one does. It's not a comfortable place to be. It's not a comfortable place to be, to confront that dark side of self. But you're also being asked to reach out to those friends, to those people who relate to you and resonate with you on some level. Your story may not be their story. Their story may not be your story, but you can still relate on some level and find that camaraderie that can help you through this dark time. And when you're confronting that and you're recognizing that and you're realizing that and doors start to open, you start to manifest. I like the yin and yang, and I love this manifest card because we have this equal amount of balance on each side that comes together at the top of the chakra, the crown chakra, that connection to source and spirit. So by confronting that, the dark side, the shadow side, by going through that. And, you know, a lot of people say you have to confront your shadow side before you can move. Well, I think that confrontation with the shadow side is something that that has to happen not just once, but a lot through the course of our lives, because we're always going back to that human side. We're always doing those human things that 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 toss onto us or throw onto us that residual energy of fear or unworthiness or failure or. So I think that confronting the shadow side, confronting the pain and the hurt, confronting the past self, healing from all of that, I think that is an ongoing process for so many of us. And I think that ongoing process can cause a lot of pain, a lot of hurt, a lot of uncertainty. And I think that when the time comes to walk that path, you're very uncertain about it because there is no roadmap. Does that make sense? There's no roadmap here. There's no, this is what's going to happen when you walk away from this situation into something different. There's no one there to tell us or explain to us the what's, the where's, the when's, the why's, the how's. We just have to have blind faith with it. And sometimes because we don't see the outcome, we sabotage ourselves. We don't allow that manifesting process to happen because we become withdrawn and we become uncertain and we become very undecided, and then we are very withdrawn, right? We don't want to move forward because we don't know what the outcome is. We've already been brokenhearted, but we can't see. We have already left situations that have caused us emotional stress, right? Because of that, we can't see the benefit of removing ourselves from this and walking into the future or moving into the future. And because we can't see what's next, we deny ourselves that forward movement, right? So you're being guided to have blind faith, to have, yeah, and I know it's hard because there is a transformation coming for you. There is a transformation coming. We have the World and the Judgment card. So it's like new opportunities are coming back around and new doors are opening because you are walking away from the unnecessaries in your life and then moving forward, hopefully, into this new time of transformation for you, this new door that opens. So no longer will you ignore, no longer will you become complacent with your healing and your self-love. You will walk away from what no longer serves you, cut those cords, start bringing things into balance, make the decisions that you need to make without fear, tap into strength. Tap into the strength that you have to tap into. Connect with people that you have to connect to. Learn how to or start to manifest your dreams and desires. And that will happen the moment that you start cutting all of these old cords, right? Doors will start to open. You will start to go through a transformational process of moving away from things that don't serve their purpose in your life. And then it's a time of camaraderie, a time of celebration, a time of, yes, we did it, a time of being gentle with yourself and with others. I say that because we have the Queen and King of Cups. So you may have someone with you on this journey. I like it this way. I like them looking at each other. You may have someone with you on this journey, someone who is compassionate, someone who is loving, someone who is caring, someone who is non-judgmental, someone who helps you go through this process of change, someone who is there to celebrate with you, to hold your hand as you walk through this new chapter and this new time. And yes, there is a transformational time of you coming into abundance, of you showing off what you've worked for, and that is okay. If you walked away from what no longer serves its purpose in your life into a time of healing and love and connection with people who resonate or who vibrate on the same level as you, it took strength to do this. You asked for help. You confronted that shadow side. You stepped into a time of manifestation. There should be great abundance and prosperity for you during or at the end of these 3 months. You should be sitting in a time of expressing your individuality, expressing your gratitude, expressing your manifestation, going through this transformation, this change, right? And it's so very wonderful. I think you're having a soul journey on in the next 3 months, and you're recognizing what relationships and what situations no longer resonates with you, no longer do you feel connected to. And this could be walking away from friendships, walking away from relationships, walking away from situations. You're being guided to embrace that change and find that self-love. You know, we talked about that. Love yourself fearlessly. There's nothing wrong with that. And here's what I'm saying. How do you expect to love yourself fearlessly and to bring someone in your life to love you fearlessly if you don't feel that love about yourself, right? And I know we talk a lot about that. How do you expect to be in relationships how do you expect to be in relationships to be loved the specific way that you desire to be loved if you are unable to love yourself in that specific way? Right? So if we think negative about ourselves and we think unworthiness about ourselves, the type of relationships that we are going to acquire in our lives are relationships that are going to see us as lack of or less than, right? When we come from a place of fearless self-love, when we come from a place of knowing and deserving, when we come from a place of embracing who we are, when we come from a place of knowing that we are deserving and we are worthy and we are and we are and we are, then we get what we project out into the world. We get someone who is strong, who is compassionate, who is loving, who looks at us and sees us with respect and sees us as not only a separate entity who is quite capable of connecting to source and loving thyself and patience and empathy and compassion, but together we are the same, right? There's a person who allows you the individuality of being yourself, but also a person that knows that when you're together better, right? So there's truly a wonderful, strong journey here. You're also being guided to commit to making this journey something wonderful and spectacular. Commit to cutting to the cords, commit to self-love, commit to the change, to the strength, to the happiness, to the celebration. Commit to confronting that dark side, that shadow side. Commit to reaching out and improvise. There's always another way to do something. There's always, we have blinders on. We look straight ahead, but we don't ever take those blinders off and look out into the world and say, how else can I do this? If I can't do it this way, let's improvise and do it this way. But how can that be done? And it's about research. It's about stepping out of the box and stepping into your own individuality and putting your mind to work. Get that mind going. Ask questions. Do different things. Take chances. Step out of the box. Yeah. Connect with people who express their individuality through creation and through manifestation and through all of these wonderful outlets and different ways, right? There's a lot of change for you in the next 3 months, and some of it is going to be very difficult for you to step into. But if you want to see the change that you feel you are lacking, then you have to step into that change. You have to step out of that shell and into the world and create the change that you are looking for, and celebrate it every step of the way. I want to say that. Celebrate it every step of the way. It doesn't matter how small that change is. It doesn't matter how small that cord is that you cut. When you cut it, you celebrate it. Celebrate the cutting of the cord. Celebrating you turning around and seeing the benefit of you cutting of this cord. Celebrate you having blind faith in source and spirit, and having faith in yourself most of all, to be able to go through this experience without needing to know the what's, the where's, the when's, the why's, the how's. Just do it. Just do it. Trust in yourself, trust in source, and go for it. So if you've chosen the Scarab Beetle, which I did, this is your reading. Let me know what you think. This is your next 3 months. I hope that you find the strength, and I hope you make the commitment to confront that side of you that keeps you from moving forward, that keeps you from stepping out of that box, that keeps you from being your genuine, true, authentic self. I hope you make a commitment to confront that. And I hope by confronting that, it allows you to step into your own individuality. It allows you to heal. It allows you that fearless self-love. It allows you to celebrate your accomplishments, and allows you to go through this beautiful transformation into the next chapter of your life. Thank you so very much again for allowing me to do this reading for you today. It is my pleasure. I'm honored. Until next time, know love, be love, give love. Bye. Okay, deck 3, pile 3, Tiger Eye Skull. Hold on for a second. Okay, had to get a drink. So, this is your Tiger Eye Skull. This is just so beautiful. I am wanting to get a crystal skull. So if any of you desire to donate one, hey, I'm open to that. A small crystal skull, not a huge one. We don't want to go overboard. So if you've chosen pile 3, deck 3, the Tiger Eye Skull, this is your reading for the next 3 months. We are going to get the energy oracle out. So we have the card of deceit. We have the card of woman holding coin. We have the card of first chakra Archangel Michael. And we also have the card of action. So this stands true to how I felt yesterday. And I'm just going to throw it out there because this was so strong yesterday. So to me, this felt as if someone was coming into, in the next 3 months, money. Be it a raise, be it an inheritance, be it a lottery win, but you come into a lot of money. And you know how when someone in the family dies and there is a will or a trust left behind, and they weren't awfully rich, but they had something to offer, and people start coming out of the woodwork like little roaches. They start coming, the phone starts ringing. Hey, my name is Gertrude, and I knew Auntie Jean 20 years ago, and I loaned her $20, and, you know, she never got around to paying it back. So, no, get out. Get out. Hang up the phone. So I really feel that in the next 3 months, you come into a significant amount of money, or you are the loan trustee, or the loan person in the will, or you win a significant amount of money playing the slots in Vegas or Powerball, whatever. Next 3 months, you're coming into some cash. And then the next 3 months, people come out of the woodwork. And, you know, you have people who come into your life, and we can't see it because they don't have deceit or deceivers or manipulators written across their forehead. But in the next 3 months, if you do come into some abundance, if you do get a raise, if you do get more money, if you do get a lottery win or some sort of significant win, make sure that you are paying close attention to the people who come into your life at that time, right? Make sure that you become a little bit more in tune with the energy around you. I feel like there may be people who tried to come in and manipulate their way into your life to try to get a little bit of this abundance, may try to con or to manipulate the situation to get a little bit of this abundance. If it's a court case and you win, right? You're sitting here holding coin. This person is sitting here with coin in their hands, right? There's a lot of things in the hands, right? So they're doing something to deceive another person to better their own gain. You're being guided to protect yourself. Protect yourself. If this means you going to a court and filing papers to make sure that whomever this person is doesn't have a leg to stand on when it comes to, okay, so if this is an inheritance or if this is a trust, and you are at the main focus of this inheritance or trust, there may be other people in the family who will try to come along and find legal ways in order to get through this, some legal loophole. So you're being guided to take charge and take action, to do what you have to do to protect yourself. It's also the same way if you win Powerball, or if you win a significant amount of money, or if you come into a significant amount of money, no matter how much you come into or how you come into it. Protect yourself, because there will be people who knew you as an energy form coming out of the, you remember when we were transforming from life to life, and I was that little speck of energy, and I said, hey girl, hey, and you said, what's up? And then we went our separate ways. You remember that time? I thought that was a great time. It was so fabulous to see you in that form. So I was wondering if, so anyway, connecting to source, connecting to your intuition, right? Letting that intuition just be at the forefront. Do what you feel needs to be done. You are sitting in a place of luck here. You're sitting in a place of regalness here. You're sitting in a place of royalty here. You're sitting upon a throne, and you're at a time in your life that you are acquiring and accumulating for yourself things that you have worked very hard for. As I said, this could be a win, but it could also be some sort of a raise. It could also be you getting your worth, right? Making money from doing what it is that you love to do. Regardless of how this abundance comes in, there are always people on the other side of it who try to manipulate their way into getting or gaining something. Take action. Come from a place of power, come from a place of source, come from a place of doing what you have to do to protect yourself. If that means going to a court and filing paperwork filing paperwork to stop this person from interfering, or stop this person from acquiring or accumulating or deceiving you out of your gains, it's what you have to do. This is for your well-being. This is for your financial health, and this is for your home. So even though this money comes in, the money that is coming in helps you, I'm just going to say, get a leg up in life. Helps you get a leg up in life. Helps your well-being. Maybe gets you a bigger house, a better car, a better wardrobe, a better this, a better that. Whatever helps you get a leg up in life means to you, that is what this money is going to help you do. It's going to help solidify your financial health. It's going to help you get a bigger home or a better home or upgrade your home. It is going to help in your well-being. Perhaps you'll be able to now afford to go to a doctor and to get things looked at that you couldn't afford it to before. Perhaps your well-being sits in your financial health in your home, and that transformation that this money brings helps with both of those, right? So your well-being, your financial health, your home, all of this needs to be protected. My face is just itching. All of this needs to be protected from whomever this person or these people are that are coming in to try to deceive you and manipulate you out of your gains, right? And that is when you step and stand in your power, and you fight back. You go to the court system, you file the paperwork, you take action. This needs to be protected. You need to be protected. That is the bottom line. And I cannot stress that enough. Protect, protect, protect yourself against these people who want to come in and deceive you. Protect your well-being, protect your family, protect your financial health, protect your home. Protect, protect, protect. All right. So we are sitting in a time of abundance, sitting into a time of manifestation. We are planting the seeds. We are moving forward. This is a time of luck, a time of abundance for us. I mean, we have to make the decisions that we have to make and stand by those decisions. This is what I need to do. This is the action that I need to take to protect my family, to protect my fortune, to protect my luck, to protect my financial health, to protect my well-being. Stand in solidarity. Stand in solidarity with self. Make the decisions that you need to make and follow through with those decisions. You've planted the seeds for this abundance to come. Luck is on your side. The wheel is the wheel of fortune is turning. You are coming into your own. You are coming into the abundance and the prosperity that you have opened up your life for, opened up your vibrational energy to. Don't allow someone to come forth and manipulate that and take advantage of that. And yes, you may be wanting to scream it to the world. Look what I did. It's like Rocky standing outside, Adrian, look what I did, Adrian. It's like that kind of thing. But don't do that. Don't do that. You don't want to. It's like I see these people all the time who go on archaeological digs, right? And they find all this hoard of treasure. And the first thing that they want to do is call up the news station and go, I found this hoard of 10th century Viking treasure. And then you have archaeologists come in, you got the museums coming in, you got the government coming in going, nope, you can't have that. Here's 5 cents for your trouble. No, you can't have that. No, you can't have that. Nope, this is yours. Nope, that's not yours. And they give you a little finding fee and they take the hoard away. They take it away. They put it in some museum behind a blocked door. No one will ever see it again. They'll do carbon dating on it. They'll do all of this stuff. You won't get to be a part of this because what are you significantly now? You found it. You told us about it. That's great. We're going to take it. And you never see it again, ever again. Don't tell people your business. Don't tell people your business. You don't want people to come out of the woodwork to try to take advantage of you, and then you have to spend a lot of time and money trying to protect yourself. Don't tell people your business. You want to get creative? You want to go spend money on a new home and a new car and a new this and a new that? Go, but you ain't got to tell everybody your business. Don't tell everybody your business. So you're coming into money. We know that. And you're saving it. You're saving it for the future. And there is nothing wrong with that either. I can't stress enough about how much you really need to protect yourself here, right? And I know I keep saying it, but I just want to make sure you get it, right? I just want to make sure you get it. You're being guided to take the lead, to embrace the change, to embrace the change that comes, to embrace the abundance that comes, to embrace your connection to source and spirit. I mean, you created this. You created this. You decided that you were no longer going to let this mundane human world dictate your future, your abundance, your life, how you see yourself, how other people see you, your luck, right? You weren't going to allow this human life to dictate that. So you made a commitment and a promise to yourself that you were going to embrace source, embrace spirit, embrace visualization, embrace manifestation, embrace taking the lead in acquiring what it is that you desired to acquire in your life. And you did it. And here we are. 3, 2, and 1 is 3 and 3. So what is that? What is 3, 3, 3? Is that creativity? Let me look it up. This is what I didn't do yesterday. I didn't realize that yesterday. 3, 3, 3. Hold on, give me a second. It encourages in making the correct choices in life. And in terms of relationships, if you see this number, that may indicate that it's time for you to make essential changes and choices. What else do we have? Hold on. There's a particular place I go to, and I hate it when I can't find it. So making life choices that are good for you and good for your life and good for your relationships. I think this is also, I want to say that it's also in regards to your creativity, your balance, and your structure, and how you're structuring and creating your life as well, right? So I'll find the link to it and I'll put it down. So yes, we still have more cards. We're not done. And you're being guided to master the heart, right? To allow Allow yourself to love and allow others to love you, but don't allow others to love you for for this that you bring, right? Allow others to love you for you. And don't, so I feel the need to say this. Sometimes when people come into fortune, they are loved by others because of the fortune that they've come into. Don't be that person. Don't allow that to happen to you. I wouldn't even talk about the fortune. I wouldn't even talk about the money that you're coming into. I wouldn't even talk about the luck that you're coming into and the seeds that you're planting and all of these wonderful things that are happening to you when it comes to relationships. You know, as far as they know, you're a 9 to 5er. As far as they know, you don't, you are, you have you have what it is that, I have what it is that you see. This is me, no more, no less. This is what I bring to the table. I am this, this, and this, and that's it. So it's either accepting, loving, and embracing me for me, or allowing people to love and embrace you for what you have to offer in the form of money and what you can do for them. And I think that is I don't think that is a service to yourself, right? So you're being guided to practice daily and create a sacred space for yourself in order to practice daily, right? So if it's meditation, if it's yoga, if it's dance, if it's visualization, if it's exercise, whatever the case may be, you're being guided to create a sacred space that allows you to practice daily, to get into your zone daily, to connect to your higher self, to connect to source, to find that and connect to that beautiful spiritual internal power that we have to embrace change and take the lead of our lives. My voice is getting a little shaky there. So you're also being guided to savor the positive. I allow myself the spaciousness of savoring the delicious gifts in my life. Yes, once you come into this time, I want you to really savor it. I want you to really sit in the moment. I want you to really feel what it feels like to step into the positive and embrace that change. Feel it. Feel what it feels like. What does it feel like to be able to find a space, to create that space, to create that sacred space and practice daily in a place that you worked for and that's all your own? What does it feel like to step into a time of abundance and change? What does it feel like to embrace the change? What does it feel like to take the lead? What does it feel like to have money put aside, that you can put aside and save for a rainy day, right? What does it feel like to live beyond the normal 9 to 5, right? Embrace that, savor that positiveness, and live from an open soul. Allow the magic that exists to the universe to exist into you. Surrender to the divine manifestation on its own terms and timing. And I think that's what you get. And I think that's why this is coming into your life. You've decided to allow things to work on their own time, on their own terms. You're not pulling at it, you're not tugging it, you're not being pissed off because it hasn't come yet. You're savoring these moments. You're allowing the manifestation that happens in your life to happen on its own terms and timing. And you're savoring that and you're positive about it. And you're creating this beautiful space to allow it to happen. And I think that a lot more of us need to open up to that and to step into that soul's journey, to step into allowing the divine manifestation to happen on its own terms and timing, and savoring the positive that comes out of this terms and timing, if that makes sense. So savoring the small things, right? Regardless of that divine manifestation, regardless if it's something huge or something small. We need to savor that positive moment. We need to express appreciation for that gift that was given to us by Source, by working in co-creation with the universe. We need to accept that. We need to see it as a positive. You know, I think that we sit in a mentality to where if it's not big and huge and if the world can't see it, then it's insignificant. And we don't allow ourselves to see the small things as significant as those great, big, huge things. So embrace the small things too. Embrace the small manifestations that come at their own terms and timing. Just as much as you embrace these huge, large events, embrace the small events as well. Create that sacred space. Practice daily, whatever that means to you. Embrace this change. Protect yourself. Protect your peace of mind. Protect your home. Protect your money. Protect your connection to Source. Don't go screaming off and telling people your business, right? This fortunate time has unfolded before you because you've allowed it to happen. Don't undo that or sabotage it by screaming at the top of the world, I'm the king of the world. Don't be like, what's his name on the Titanic, sitting out there on the edge talking about, I'm the king of the world, and 3 days later, he gone. All right, don't sabotage yourself with coming from ego. It's great to feel good. It's great to be proud of what you've accomplished and created for yourself. But there is a difference between feeling proud about it from a sense of look at the hard work I've accomplished, and then feeling proud about it coming from a place of ego. Na 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 na. Look what I did. Da 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 da. Screaming at the top of the world, and now you got every Tom, Dick, and Harry and Joan wanting to mooch off of you, right? So if you have chosen the skull, yeah, the tiger eye skull, yeah, this is your reading. And if any of you have a little crystal skull you wish to donate to the cause, I'm open to receive, baby. Open to receive. So you guys have a wonderful and beautiful day. Be open to love. Be open to manifestation. Be open to your dreams and your journey. Create that sacred space. Practice daily of getting into the divine manifestation, and love your life, because by the looks of it, in the next 3 months, it's going to be a great one. Okay. Know love, be loved, give love, and know that you're divinely guided in love. Bye.